My name is Stephanie Burhop. I'm in class 611 Advanced Food Systems. So today I'm going to be covering the protocols and temperatures for cooking different foods. This information was received from section 3401, Destruction of Organisms of Public Health Concern from the FDA Food Code 2017. Eggs, fish, and other intact meats have to be heated to at least 145 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. Mechanically tenderized and injected meats, including cut, shredded, and ground, fish, meat, and game animals have to be heated to a minimum temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 3 minutes, or 150 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 1 minute, or 155 degrees Fahrenheit for 17 seconds, and lastly 158 degrees Fahrenheit for less than 1 second, which is instantaneous. Poultry, wild game animals, stuffed meats, stuffed pastas, stuffed poultry, and even stuffing itself that has fish, meat, or poultry has to be heated to a minimum temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 1 second. Meats including beef, corned beef, lamb, pork, and cured pork roasts all have to be heated to a minimum temperature of 130 degrees Fahrenheit for 112 minutes, 131 degrees Fahrenheit for 89 minutes, 133 degrees Fahrenheit for 56 minutes, 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 36 minutes, 136 degrees Fahrenheit for 28 minutes, 138 degrees Fahrenheit for 18 minutes, 140 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 minutes, 142 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 minutes, 144 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes, or 145 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 minutes. For faster cooking, the meat should be heated to a minimum temperature of 147 degrees Fahrenheit for 134 seconds, 149 degrees Fahrenheit for 85 seconds, 151 degrees Fahrenheit for 54 seconds, 153 degrees Fahrenheit for 34 seconds, 155 degrees Fahrenheit for 22 seconds, 157 degrees Fahrenheit for 14 seconds, or 158 degrees Fahrenheit for 0 seconds. If you're cooking the roast in an oven, use an oven that's preheated to the temperature of that specific roast's weight. If you are using a still dry oven and your roast is less than 10 pounds, you'll want to reach a minimum temperature of 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If it's over 10 pounds, you'll want to reach a minimum temperature of 250 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're using a convection oven and your roast is less than 10 pounds, you'll want to reach a minimum temperature of 325 degrees Fahrenheit. If your roast is over 10 pounds, you'll want to reach a minimum temperature of 250 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're using an oven with a relative humidity greater than 90% for at least 1 hour as measured in the cooking chamber or exit of the oven, or in a moisture impermeable bag that improves 100% humidity, whether your roast is greater than or less than 10 pounds, you'll want to reach a minimum temperature of 250 degrees Fahrenheit. For a demonstration, I'm going to be cooking some chicken. I will be cooking the chicken at 400 degrees Fahrenheit with the goal to reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that the chicken is done, we're going to check the internal temperature to be sure that it's cooked. Remember, we want the chicken to be at 165 degrees. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope this was helpful and beneficial information.